Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, let's start with the yesterday's session. Some of the points we have discussed, and today we'll discuss about the business economics and some related points in the engineering economic decisions. Still, we are discussing the introductory part. Still, we have to start with our main point, that is the engineering economic decisions. Yesterday, we have discussed the basic concept of what do you mean by the economics, engineering, types of the economics. Okay, because these are the terms which we are requiring in order to study the subsequent part of this unit. So lastly, yesterday we have discussed the two types of the economics. What are the two types of the economics?
Microeconomics and
macroeconomics.
Microeconomics and the macroeconomics. So
Macroeconomics.
what is the difference? What do you mean by the microeconomics? Yes. What do you mean by the microeconomics and the macroeconomics?
Microeconomics means which single person, household, or a business organization.
Means
And
microeconomics.
macroeconomics means overall country.
Yes, means microeconomics in the sense the economics related with the your individual home, house, or the single business. And when you think about the overall economy of the certain country, region, or the economy of the whole world, then that things comes under the macroeconomics. And also I have given you the example when some economists think about the economy of the particular country, then that thing comes under the category of the macroeconomics. So also we have discussed which are the things comes under the macroeconomics, like the foreign trade, then the government monetary policy, then also we have discussed the inflation, unemployment rate, interest rate. These all the things comes under the point of the macroeconomics. And also we have discussed about the what do you mean by the monetary policy. Monetary policy is what? What is the monetary policy?
Money management.
Arthik Niyojan, money management for the whole country. Now in that I already told you the money that monetary policy is decided by whom? Who decide the monetary policy for India?
Artha Mantri.
Which bank is there? Which is our central bank?
RBI.
Okay, Reserve Bank of India and the governor of the Reserve Bank of India and that whole team decide the monetary policy. की म्हणजे monetary policy decide करता म्हणजे काय करतात की मार्केट मध्ये किती पैसा सप्लाय केला गेला पाहिजे, how much money should be supply in the market. And yesterday I told you the one homework that you should search on that, why we should not how much money we can print, and if unlimited money we can print, then why government not printing unlimited amount of money? That question I yesterday told you to do the homework on that. Does anybody have done that? Why we can't print the unlimited amount of money? Yes. In order to print the money, do we have to take the permission of any country? Yes, carry on. Yes.
जास्त मनी आपण प्रिंट केला तर त्या प्रोडक्टची कॉस्ट पण इन्क्रीज होते. म्हणजे एक कंट्री आहे झिम्बाब्वे, त्यात त्या गव्हर्नमेंटने
Very good. Very good. What is
म्हणजे
your name?
सगळ्यांना
What's your name?
तनपुरी अश्विनी
Very good.
तनपुरी
You
अश्विनी
have done the searching because
हा
yes, carry on. Carry on.
झिम्बाब्वे ती कंट्री, त्यात त्या गव्हर्नमेंटनी ना म्हणजे सगळे गरीब आहे ते सगळे श्रीमंत करायचं ते केलं होतं. त्यांनी सगळ्यांना ते केलं, पण एक ब्रेडचं पाकिट घेण्यासाठी त्यांना मिलियन पर्यंत
म्हणजे असे
पैसे
पोते भरून पैसे, 1 किलो गहू घेण्यासाठी
हो.
तुम्हाला पोते भरून पैसे घेऊन जावं
हो,
कारण
ते तांदूळ
हा तर पैसे जर तुम्ही
राईसचं
अनलिमिटेड
एक्झाम्पल
प्रिंट
दिलं.
केले तर त्याच्या मागे सिंपल लॉजिक आहे. आता एक गोष्ट लक्षात घ्या तुम्ही की आपल्या देशामध्ये पैसे जर प्रिंट करायचे असतील तर आपल्याला कुठल्याही देशाची परवानगी लागत नाही. दॅट इज द कम्प्लीट राईट ऑफ आवर कंट्री टू प्रिंट हाऊ मच मनी यू वॉन्ट टू प्रिंट. ओके, बट थिंक अबाउट, जर आपण आपल्या देशाने भरपूर पैसे प्रिंट केले आणि ते सगळ्या लोकांना वाटले तर कुणी काम करेल का सांगा बरं मला? शेतकरी काम करेल का? इंजिनियर काम करेल का? डॉक्टर काम करेल का? कुणी काम करेल का सांगा मला?
नाही.
कुणीच काम केलं नाही तर आपण काय खाणार? शेतकऱ्यांनी काम जर केलं नाही तर आपण काय खाणार सांगा मला? जर शेतकऱ्यांना पैसे वाटले तर शेतकरी कशाला काम करतील? सिंपल आहे ना. करेक्ट.
येस सर.
आणि मग कुणीच काम केलं नाही तर अन्नधान्याचं प्रोडक्शन होईल का? बिझनेस सगळ्यांनाच पैसे वाटले तर कुणी बिझनेस मध्ये काम करेल का? बिझनेसेस येतील का? काहीच होणार नाही ना, ठप्प होईल ना अर्थव्यवस्था. करेक्ट ऑर नॉट? आणि मग पैसे आपल्याकडे एवढे असे पैसे असून उपयोग होईल का? त्या पैशांनी जर गुड्स अँड सर्व्हिसेस जर अवेलेबल नसतील, बरोबर ना, तुम्हाला कोण हॉटेलमध्ये सर्व्हिस देईल का? कारण हॉटेलवाल्याकडे सुद्धा पैसे असणार आहेत ना, तो कशाला हॉटेल चालवेल? राईट ऑर रॉंग?
राईट.
And that is the reason government has to print the money according to the value of goods and services present in that country. मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं जीडीपी, ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट, की आपल्या देशामधले जे काही गुड्स अँड सर्व्हिसेस अवेलेबल आहेत तर त्या गुड्स आणि सर्व्हिसेसची टोटल व्हॅल्यू किती आहे, तर त्याच्यानुसार आपल्या देशामध्ये काय होत असतं, सगळ्याच देशामध्ये मनी प्रिंटिंग केलं जातं. यू आर गेटिंग द पॉइंट?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is a simple logic, and these things is decided by whom? These things are decided by the Central Bank of India, that is our RBI, Reserve Bank of India, and they decide how much amount of money need to be get printed. तर मग असं कधीतरी सिच्युएशन येते की पैसे आपल्याला जास्त प्रिंट करावं लागतात. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आता आपण कोरोना पिरियड चालू आहे, पण आता गव्हर्नमेंटने एक पाठीमागच्या 2-3 महिन्यापूर्वी 20 लाख करोडचं पॅकेज दिलं होतं. All of you must be knowing this.
Yes, sir.
तर अशा काहीतरी सिच्युएशन आली तर आपण जास्त पैसे प्रिंट करू शकतो, पण नेहमीच असे जास्त पैसे प्रिंट करणं हे आपल्या पर्टिक्युलर कंट्रीच्या इकॉनॉमीसाठी दिस इज नॉट द गुड थिंग. अंडरस्टूड? सो बेस्ड ऑन दिस डिफरंट फॅक्टर मनी प्रिंटिंग इज कॅरिड ऑन, अँड दॅट ऑल these things get decided under the monetary policy, and these all the things then comes under the which kind of economics? Macroeconomics. Okay, now today we are going to discuss one more important point, that is the business economics. Now can you tell me, just like we have discussed in our home, number of economic activities are happening in our home, number of economic activities are happening or not?
Yes, sir.
When our parents earn the money, that is also one economic activity. When they spend the money for different goods and services, that is also the economic activity. When they save the money, that is also economic activity. When they pay your fees, that is also the economic activity. So these different kind of economic activities are happening in our home also. So my question is, what also in the businesses also this kind of economic activities are happening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and so to carry on to conduct this kind of business activities, economic activities in the business, there is a knowledge, there is a requirement of knowledge of particular business economics. आता yesterday also I told you, आपल्या घरामध्ये कोणी असं इकॉनॉमिक्सची डिग्री घेतलेलं असतं का की त्याच्यानुसार ते काम करतात? असं नाही. आपल्या घरामध्ये कोण असतं का इकॉनॉमिक्सची डिग्री असलेलं? एखाद्याच्या घरामध्ये असू शकेल.
No, sir.
नाही ना. पण मग आता बिझनेस मध्ये असं असं चालेल का सांगा मला? बिझनेस मध्ये इकॉनॉमिक्सची डिग्री असलेलेच व्यक्ती लागेल, बरोबर ना? बिझनेसेस मध्ये वेगवेगळे आपण म्हणतो की सपोज तुम्ही इफ यू टेक द एक्झाम्पल ऑफ सॉफ्टवेअर इंडस्ट्री, नाउ इन द सॉफ्टवेअर इंडस्ट्री different peoples are working, like in the HR department different peoples working, in the coding department different peoples working, testing department different peoples working, finance department different peoples working. Now in the HR department, which degree is requirement? If you think about the HR department of any company, which degree is required? Human resource department, you must have heard about the MBA.
Yes, sir.
So in the human resource department, there is a requirement of the person who has the degree from the MBA. So in case of the businesses, they also need the some specialist person who have the deep knowledge of the economics. And that is the reason I am saying in the businesses or in the industry, they are also having some peoples who are having the deep knowledge of the economics, who have the degree of the economics, and in order to conduct the various economic activities within a business. So that's from that we can say the business firm or the company is also the consist of the various kind of economic activity, because in the businesses also different activities are get conducted. Which activities? Like the production activity happens, consumption when they supply product to the consumer, to the customer, consumption activity happens, distribution activity happens, exchange activity happens. Understood? So these same kind of activities are also happening in the business, but their way of performing these activities is different. So in the production means what? Companies or the business used to produce the different kind of products. Okay, now to produce the product, they have to utilize the different raw materials, they have to utilize the different resources like human, okay, money, land, this kind of resources they require or they consume. They also distribute this product to the consumers, from that they get the money. Understood? So this is all the things are there in the businesses also. That's why you can say the businesses also consist of the various kind of economic activity. Okay, and that is the reason we can say an economic activity in the businesses or in the home or in the any sector is nothing but adjusting the means to the ends. Now this term is quite related with the economic activity in the businesses. That is what adjusting means to the ends, or you can also relate this term, that is adjusting means to the ends, in case of our home economic activities also. What do you mean by the adjusting means to the ends? Here I have written economic activity involves adjusting means to the ends. Here means is nothing but available goods, services and the resources, and ends is nothing but what? Now if you think about the business or any industry, in case of them, the means are nothing but the different resources available, and end is nothing but what kind of product that can be produced with the help of the this kind of resources. And that is the reason what is being written, an economic activity involves adjusting means to the ends. What I told you regarding the means means what? Here meaning of the means is what? Available resources. Now in the businesses or in the industry, what kind of resources are there? Yes, in the industry, what kind of resources are there? What kind of resources are there in the businesses or industries?
People, money.
these are the people, money or raw material, etc. etc. मग ह्या गोष्टी कंपन्यांमध्ये अनलिमिटेड असतात का?
नाही.
नाही.
No.
म्हणजे त्या गोष्टीचा युटिलायझेशन कसं केलं पाहिजे? in order to produce some product, but प्रोडक्ट जे प्रोड्यूस करायचे असतात ते अनलिमिटेड असू शकतात. येस ऑर नो? प्रोडक्ट जे प्रोड्यूस करायचे असतात that can be the unlimited. Means that is I am trying to say here, you have to utilize the limited resources to complete the unlimited kind of products, and that is the reason this is called as the economic activity, and that is the meaning of this adjusting means to the ends. Means doing the adjustment of your resources to produce the different kind of products. So that is the reason this is also referred as one kind of activity. Okay, the economic activity. Okay, utilizing your limited amount of resources to generate the some unlimited kind of products, or to generate some limited kind of products, is nothing but also referred as the economic activity. Now business, when you say the business, now it is nothing but the transforming some kind of input into the output. It utilizes the different kind of raw material, and it produce some end product as an output. Okay, so generally business is considered as a value added process. What do you mean by the value added process? Why the businesses can be considered as a value added process? Yes, what do you mean by the value added process? Now businesses does what? Businesses take some input in the form of the raw material, design, etc., etc., and they convert into the some output. In the sense they produce some product. Yes or no? That is the thing happening in the different businesses. Correct or not?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now tell me whether the costing whether the cost required for this input and the cost required for this output, or the cost of this output product, or cost of these things required to produce this product will be the same or different?
Different.
Different ना.
Different.
Input ची cost कमी असते. Definitely the cost of the input will be less as compared with the cost of the output. बरोबर ना? प्रोडक्ट ज्या प्राइस मध्ये तुम्ही कंपनी प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस करते, त्याच प्राइस मध्ये कंपनी प्रोडक्ट विकेल का? सांगा मला.
No.
नाही तर तसं झालं तर ती कंपनी कशी चालणार? Means what? That is referred as what? Value added process. Means the value of output is in excess of the value of input. काय की इनपुट पर्टिक्युलर प्रोडक्टच्या इनपुटची जी व्हॅल्यू आहे, that input value is less than the output value, in the sense the finally generated product is having the more value as compared with the value of the input for that particular product, and that is the reason business can also be referred as the value added process. Okay, now different businesses having their main goal. The main goal is nothing but the maximizing its profit. Okay, that is the main goal of different kind of businesses. What? Maximizing their profit by utilizing the whatever the resources are available there, whatever the limited resources are available there, utilizing that. Main goal of the different businesses is what? To maximize the profit, to generate the maximum number of products using that limited number of resources. Okay, and so see here I have mentioned decision made in the businesses also considered as, and that is the reason various kind of decision made in the businesses is also considered as a economic process, because resources are limited and ends to achieve may be the unlimited. म्हणजे काय की प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस करण्यासाठी तुमच्याकडे जे काय रिसोर्सेस असतील, ह्युमन रिसोर्स, मनी रिसोर्स, मशिनरी रिसोर्स, मटेरियल रिसोर्स, हे काय लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेस आर देअर, and using this limited resource you have to generate some products. Here meaning of the end, you have to take what? Products. Using that resources you have to generate the product, and that product generation can be the unlimited. Understood? You might be having the unlimited orders related to the generation of product, but you may not have that amount of resources available. Understood? So doing this adjustment is nothing but the called as the economic process. आपल्या घरामध्ये सुद्धा सेम थिंग कॅन बी हॅपन इन आवर होम ऑल्सो, की आपल्या गरजा अनलिमिटेड असू शकतात, बट in order to complete that all the needs of ours, we might not have all the resources available, we might not have the money available. Understood? So when you are doing this kind of adjustment in your home or in the businesses also, then that is called as the economic process. Understood the meaning of the economic process?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what exactly then mean by the business economics? How we can define the business economics term? So here I have defined the business economics term. So we can define the business economics as the application of economic theory, principle and methodology to decision making problems faced by the business firms. In simple words, we can say business economics is nothing but when the particular businesses take the help of economics, when the different businesses take the help of the economics to make the various kind of decision in the business, then that is called as the business economics. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now in the businesses, main thing is what? Taking the decision at the different levels. Correct? Now what kind of decision is being taken in the businesses? Can you tell me? Based on our previous discussions, what kind of decisions are now in the businesses, various decisions being taken? Can you tell me some example?
म्हणजे सर एखादा प्रोजेक्ट घेतला तर
बरोबर, एखादा प्रोजेक्ट सिलेक्ट करायचा आहे, त्या प्रोजेक्ट म्हणजे तुम्हाला एखादा प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस करायचा आहे ऍज अ पार्ट ऑफ युअर प्रोजेक्ट, बरोबर. मग त्या प्रोजेक्टची कॉस्ट किती असायला पाहिजे, त्या प्रोजेक्टची इनपुट कॉस्ट किती असेल, त्या प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट करण्यासाठी तुम्हाला किती मॅन पॉवर लागेल, त्यासाठी किती खर्च येईल, तो फायनल प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस झाल्यानंतर तो तुम्ही किती प्राइस मध्ये विकणार आहेत, तो प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस करण्यासाठी तुमच्याकडे जी सफिशियंट मनी असायला पाहिजेत ते तुमच्या कंपनीकडे आहेत की नाही, नसतील तर काय करावे लागेल, ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टींसाठी ज्यावेळेस इकॉनॉमिक्सची हेल्प घेतली जाते, when in order to take all this kind of decision, when the help of the economics is being taken, then that is called as the business economics. Got the point?
Yes sir.
आता मला सांगा, एखाद्या कंपनीकडे एखादा प्रोडक्ट त्यांना प्रोड्यूस करायचा आहे, एखादा प्रोजेक्ट त्यांना कंप्लीट करायचा आहे, पण त्या कंपनीकडे पैसे नसतील, असं होऊ शकतं की नाही?
होऊ शकतं सर.
होऊ शकतं. मग ती कंपनी काय करेल?
लोन साठी
लोन. आता जवळपास जेवढ्या काही बिझनेसेस आहेत, 60% businesses are having their loans. Now companies from our country can take the loan from the different banks, from different finance. They can also take the loan from the outside, from the sources which are outside our countries also. Understood? So now हे सगळ्या गोष्टी करण्यासाठी की कुठल्या बँकेकडून लोन घ्यायचं, किती लोन घ्यायचं, त्याच्यावर इंटरेस्ट रेट आपल्याला कुठला इंटरेस्ट रेट आपल्या कंपनीला परवडण्यासारखा आहे, ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी डिसाइड करण्यासाठी इकॉनॉमिक्सची हेल्प लागेल की नाही सांगा मला.
लागेल सर.
And that when taking this kind of decision, we take the help of the economics, and that is referred as the business economics, which is being written here in the technical words. We can define the business economics as the application of economic theory, principle and methodology to decision making problems faced by the business firms. Understood?
Yes sir.
So some kind of decision like setting the targets म्हणजे काय, की तुमचा प्रोडक्ट किती कालावधीमध्ये किंवा कोणत्या 1 वर्षामध्ये पूर्ण झाला पाहिजे की 6 महिन्यामध्ये पूर्ण झाला पाहिजे. जर तो पर्टिक्युलर टाइम मध्ये पूर्ण झाला तर कंपनीला किती फायदा होईल, किती प्रॉफिट होईल. जर तो पर्टिक्युलर टाइम मध्ये तुमचं टार्गेट पूर्ण झालं नाही तर कंपनीला त्याचा लॉस होऊ शकतो का नाही. ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टीचा डिसिजन घेण्यासाठी when there is a utilization of the economics, then that is called as the business economics. So in the principles and the methodology of the economic theory enable the businesses firm to allocate the resources मोस्ट इफिशियंटली. जर तुम्हाला पर्टिक्युलर टाइम मध्ये प्रोजेक्ट कम्प्लीट करायचा असेल अँड using that you have to earn the profit, more profit by launching that product in the market. मग त्याच्यासाठी किती कुठले रिसोर्सेस अलोकेट केले गेले पाहिजेत आणि किती प्रमाणात रिसोर्सेस अलोकेट केले गेले पाहिजे. रिसोर्सेस मध्ये सगळे आलंय. एव्हरीथिंग कम्स इन द रिसोर्स लाईक मनी, मॅन पॉवर, मटेरियल, मशिनरी. Now in order to take the decision related with the allocating resources also, there is a the businesses also take the help of the economics. And when the businesses take the help of the economics to do all these kind of things, that is called as the business economics. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The same thing below I have mentioned, the business economics is the application of knowledge of the economic concept. ही economics related जे काही knowledge जे आता हे knowledge कोणाला असू शकेल, आपल्याला आहे का knowledge हे सांगा मला. डीप नॉलेज आपल्याला आहे का? एखाद्या बिझनेस कंपनीमध्ये जाऊन आपण इकॉनॉमिस्ट होऊ शकतो का?
No, sir.
नाही. तर त्याच्यासाठी स्पेसिफिक डिग्री असलेले who are having the degrees from the commerce, that kind of people get hired in these businesses, and they are having all the knowledge of these economic concepts. So business economics is the application of knowledge of economic concept, methods, and the tools of analysis to the business decision making process within the firm or organization in conducting the business activity. To conduct the various kind of business activity, when the help of the economics is being taken, when the help of the concept of the economics, when the help of the methods of the economics, when the help of the tools of the economics is being taken, then that is called as the business economics. I hope now the concept is clear. Shall we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so same thing in the another more detail I have mentioned, the business economist की त्या बिझनेस मध्ये जो कोणी अर्थशास्त्री तुम्ही निवडलेला आहे, त्याची तुम्ही नेमणूक केलेली आहे, द इकॉनॉमिस्ट which you have chosen, which you have hired for your business. Now it is the duty of that economist to advise the businessman or management of company on financial matters such as the financial needs, alternative arrangement of the business finance, etc. etc. तुम्ही एखादं एज्युकेशनल इन्स्टिट्यूट जरी घेतलं तर त्या एज्युकेशनल इन्स्टिट्यूट मध्ये सीए असतो बघा, सीए. Yes, I hope all of you are having all of you know about the CA. Yes, what is the long form of the CA? काय CA म्हणजे कोण, काय काय काम त्याचं?
चार्ट अकाउंट.
चार्टर्ड अकाउंट. काय व्हॉट इज द रोल?
चार्टर्ड
अकाउंटिंगचं काम, टॅक्सेस किती, टॅक्सेस अरेंजमेंटचं काम. ओके, ज्या काही फायनान्शियल गोष्टी असतील त्याच्या रिलेटेड ही इज हॅविंग द नॉलेज. So that kind of person or that kind of person who are having the deep knowledge of the economic concept, we are referring it as an economist, and it is the duty of that economist to advise the businessman management of financial matters such as the financial need, alternative arrangement of the business, etc. etc. जसं पर्टिक्युलर कंपन्यांचे वकील असतात बघा, वकील. यस, कंपन्यांचे वकील असतात बघा, त्यांचं काम काय असतं? What is the role of yes, ऍडव्होकेटचा रोल काय असतो?
लीगल ऍडवाइसेस देणे.
लिगल ऍडवाइसेस देणे. व्हेरी गुड. तर इथं काय इकॉनॉमिकचा रोल काय की फायनान्शियल रिलेटेड ऍडवाइसेस त्या कंपनीला देणे. आणि वेन द बिझनेसेस टेक द हेल्प ऑफ दिस फायनान्शियल take the help of these financial suggestions and the advices from that economics, then that is referred as the business economics. So these economists are responsible for guiding the business in ensuring that the business operation must happen in smoother way, and business operation must give the particular profit business operation must bring a fair return on the capital used. कंपन्यांनी जेवढा पैसा एखाद्या प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस करण्यासाठी खर्च केला असेल तर त्या कंपनीला त्यांनी जे इन्व्हेस्टमेंट केलेलं आहे तर त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्त त्यांना फायदा झाला पाहिजे. तर ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टींमध्ये ऍडवाइस करण्याचं काम कोण करतं? इकॉनॉमिस्ट. And when businesses take the help of such kind of economists, that is called as the business economics. So this is the very important topic. 4 marks notes can be asked on this particular topic, that is the business economics. Okay. Now when the businesses are being running, then that businesses also has to face different kind of or different level of problems, or businesses has to face different level of issues, and hence here we have the 4 different levels of economic analysis. Okay, related with the businesses, we have the 4 levels of economic analysis that a business might need to consider. So there are the 4 main economic analysis related with different kind of problems or the issue that may be faced by the businesses related with the economics. Okay, and here we are going to discuss these different 4 levels of economic analysis. Okay, which related with which businesses might have to face the problems. And now which are that 4 levels of economic analysis? Which are that 4 levels on which the economic analysis has to be done? Okay, which are that 4 levels at which the economic analysis has to be done, or which are the different 4 levels in the businesses at which the businesses might face some problems, or businesses might face issues. Okay, so out of that 4 levels, we have the first level, that is the at the firm level. Economic analysis at the firm level. Firm means what?
Business company.
Business company. तर फक्त business, त्या business company just related with that business company, or just related with that business firm, what kind of economic analysis or what kind of economic issues that business might have to be faced. So just related with the firm only, here I have mentioned economic issues facing the businesses at this level of analysis. Which level? At the level of firm can be, is primarily concerned with the problems of the production, problems of the price setting, problems of the costing, problems of the revenue, etc. etc. तर फर्म लेवलला की फक्त त्यांच्या बिझनेसच्या मर्यादित, ओके, जस्ट रिलेटेड विथ देअर बिझनेस, what kind of economic issue they have to consider? What kind of economic issue they have to consider? Problem related with the production means what?
जसं प्रोडक्शनला किती खर्च येईल सर,
किती
एवढं
खर्च
बजेट आहे
येईल,
का नाही?
कुठलं प्रोडक्शन घेतलं पाहिजे, मग ते प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस करण्यासाठी आपण किती आपल्याला कॉस्टिंग लागेल, मग ते प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस झाल्यानंतर आपण त्याची प्राइस किती सेट करायला पाहिजे, मग त्याच्यामधून आपल्याला किती रेव्हेन्यू जनरेट होईल. रेव्हेन्यू इन द सेन्स how much profit we can get from that. So these all the problems are at which level? At the firm level. So these are the problems related with which the economic analysis has to be done. So this is the first level out of the 4 level at which the economic analysis has to be done, related with the various kind of issues which are available at the firm level. Understood the first level?
Yes sir.
Second level at which also the economic analysis has to be done, related with the various problems that might come. Second level is nothing but the market and the industry. Which is the second level? Market and the industry. So economic issue facing the business at this level of analysis tend to focus on implication of the market structure for business performance, number and size of the firms, limitation of the market expansion, etc. etc. तर सेकंड लेवल जी आहे, that is what? Market and the industry. Now at this level, what kind of economic issue may be faced by the particular business? Now what kind of economic issue may be faced? Now one important issue at this level of market and industry is implication of the market structure for business performance. What do you mean by this implication of the market structure for business performance? What is the meaning of this?
Implication of a market in structure for business performance. Implication.
What do you mean by this? Implication of the market structure for the business performance.
म्हणजे आपल्या बिझनेस आपण कसं डेव्हलपमेंट केली पाहिजे, त्याचं एक्झॅक्टली प्रॉफिट लॉसचं सगळं स्ट्रक्चर कसं पाहिजे याचं मॅनेजमेंट.
तुम्ही जे आता फर्म लेवलला तुम्ही काय करता, फर्म लेवलला what kind of problems you have to face related to the production, etc., etc. आता ठीक आहे, प्रोडक्शन झालं, you have produced the product. Second level is nothing but in which market you will sell your product so that your business performance can be improved. I am getting the noise from somebody. Please switch off the mic. Okay. Second level is what? The level of the market and the industry, where yes, at the first level, this level, what kind of problems the businesses has to be faced?
Production, price setting,
Production, price
cost.
setting, cost, profit, etc. That is at the which level? Firm level. Barabar? Second level is what? The market level. At the market level, which kind of problems the businesses has to be solved or the face? Here I have mentioned the implication of the market structure means what? Company need to be focused on implication of the market structure means what? Akash?
सर म्हणजे बिझनेसचे जे परफॉर्मन्स आहे ते आपल्या मार्केट स्ट्रक्चरवर काय इफेक्ट होईल त्याचा, असं
की कुठल्या मार्केटमध्ये आपण ते प्रोडक्ट सेल केल्यानंतर आपल्या कंपनीचा काय परफॉर्मन्स काय होईल? इम्प्रूव्ह होईल. Understood. That is the implication of the market structure for the business performance. Number and size of the firms. की तुमचा जर बिझनेस, तुमच्या बिझनेसचे बिझनेस युनिट्स किती आहेत, बिझनेस प्लॅन्स किती आहेत. Understood. That is the number and size of the firms and the limitation on the market expansion. जर तुमच्या कंपनीचे प्लॅन्स किंवा बिझनेस युनिट्स कमी असतील तर तुम्ही मल्टिपल मार्केटमध्ये तुमचे प्रोडक्ट विकू शकता का? There will be the limitation to access the market. If your business plans are limited, then can you able to access all the kinds of market?
No, sir.
No, sir. So if you are not, then that is the second problem businesses might have to face, that is related with number and the size of the firms. की तुमच्या कंपनीमध्ये किती एम्प्लॉई आहेत, तुमच्या कंपनीचे किती प्लांट्स आहेत. Depends on that, the company might have to face the limitation on the market expansion. Then how much market you can capture with your product. Understood. So these all the things related with the market capturing and improving the business performance, that is comes at the which level? Second level. Understood. Then we have the third level.
Yes, sir.
Then we have the third level at which also the businesses may have to face the problems issue, and for that they need to do the economic analysis. The third level is what? The national economy. Now at the level of national economy, what kind of economic issue may be faced by the business and if they face that kind of issues, they also need to do the economic analysis. Now at the national economy, which kind of problems they have to deal with?
Tax related, sir.
Exactly, very good kid.
Tax.
What is the tax structure? Then what is the interest rate? Why they have to think about the interest rate?
सर लोन घेतलं तर इंटरेस्ट रेट
बरोबर ना,
नुसार
की तुम्ही जर
व्याज.
लोन घेतलं असेल तर तुम्हाला असं सगळ्याच बँकेचं इंटरेस्ट रेट सेम असू शकतो का?
नाही सर.
नाही, डिफरंट बँक्स, डिफरंट फायनान्सेस आर हॅव्हिंग देअर डिफरंट इंटरेस्ट रेट. मग जर एखाद्या देशाची इकॉनॉमी, इफ सर्टन कंट्रीज इकॉनॉमी इज गोइंग डाऊन, that is also the one problem for that particular business. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
The same thing I have mentioned, the economic issues facing business at this level of analysis are concerned with the problem of overall national economic performance. जर overall देशाचीच इकॉनॉमी जर कमी होत असेल, then that is also the one particular problem for that particular business has to be considered. Okay, and they have to also do the economic analysis related with that. Another things which we can consider as an economic issue at the business, for the different business, these are nothing but the different level of interest rate they have to think on. They have to do the analysis related with the rate of the economic growth. They have to think on, or they have to do the analysis related with the rate of taxation. मग सगळ्याच देशांचा रेट ऑफ टॅक्सेशन सेम असतो का?
No, sir.
No. So they have to think about these kind of things, etc. Okay, level of interest rate, rate of economic growth, rate of taxation. So they have, then at the level of national economy, they have to think about, or they have to face the issues related with the overall economic performance of certain country. That is the national economic performance. And the last level, that is the international economy. Now this is the last level at which also certain businesses may have to face some issue, and if the businesses face some issue, then they can solve that kind of issue with the help of some economic analysis. Now at the international economy level, what kind of issues the businesses might have to face?
सर इन्व्हेस्टमेंट रेट, समजा दुसऱ्या देशाची कंपनी इकडचे इन्व्हेस्ट केले तर त्याच्या रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लेम येतो.
आता इंटरनॅशनल इकॉनॉमी ही जी लेवल आहे, ह्या लेवलवरती which kind of problems might be company has to face? Suppose that company might have to what you can say, that company might have to set up their business in another country. Yes or no? If some company want to set up their business in another country, that is the one economic issue they have to face at the international economy. Yes or no?
Yes.
If the particular company has to set up their business in other country, what kind of issues they have to think on? What kind of analysis they need to do at the international economy?
Place money.
They need to think about the rate of exchange. म्हणजे काय की आपल्या देशामध्ये कोणतं हे आहे, which currency is there in our country? रुपीज. मग त्यांना जर अमेरिकेमध्ये, एखाद्या कंपनीला अमेरिकेमध्ये बिझनेस, आपल्या देशातली कंपनी आहे, आपल्या देशातल्या कंपनीला कुठे बिझनेस टाकायचा आहे? अमेरिकेमध्ये. मग अमेरिकेचं करन्सी काय आहे? डॉलर. मग ते डॉलरचं कन्व्हर्जन करावं लागेल की नाही? त्याच्यासाठी सुद्धा काय येतो? खर्च येतो. सो इफ सर्टन कंपनी वॉन्ट टू सेट अप देअर बिझनेस इन अदर कंट्री, दे हॅव टू फेस द प्रॉब्लेम्स लाईक प्रॉब्लेम्स रिलेटेड विथ द इंटरनॅशनल ट्रेड. मग असं आहे का की गेला आणि तिथं जाऊन बिझनेस सेट केला, त्याच्यासाठी काही परमिशन्स वगैरे लागतात की नाही?
Yes, sir.
So the economic issues facing the business at the level of international economy, at this level of analysis, is concerned with the problems of the international trade. Okay, problems of the international trade in the sense you have to take the permission of that country to set up the business. Then you have to think about the what will be the rate of exchange of dollar into the rupees, rupees into the dollar, etc., etc. Then how will access their market, access to the overseas market means what? Access to the overseas market. Overseas markets means what? Yes. What do you mean by the overseas? Akash? Let's divide this word.
आउट ऑफ कंट्री ओव्हरसीज म्हणजे भारताबाहेर.
बरोबर ना? जर आता ह्या इंटरनॅशनल इकॉनॉमी मध्ये असं बी होऊ शकतं की तुमचा बिझनेस आपल्याच देशामध्ये आहे, पण तुम्हाला आपल्या देशामध्ये तुम्ही जे प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस करता ते प्रोडक्ट कुठे विकायचे दुसऱ्या देशामध्ये. बरोबर ना?
येस सर.
In that case also the economic issue has to be faced for the business, like how you will sell that product into the another country. Now when you sell that product in the another country, money you will get in their currency. तुम्ही जर अमेरिकेमध्ये प्रोडक्ट सेल करत असाल तर तुम्हाला in which currency you will get the amount? Dollar. Then how you will convert that particular dollar into the rupees? Then how you will capture the overseas market? How you will capture the market of, for example, if you take the example of America, then what will be the implication of the overseas investment? What do you mean by this implication of the overseas investment?
तिकडच्या मार्केटिंग मध्ये इन्व्हेस्टमेंट करणे.
जर तुम्ही तिकडे इन्व्हेस्टमेंट केली तर त्याचे परिणाम काय होतील? चांगले होतील, वाईट होतील, like this kind of things. Okay, so these all the kind of economic issues has to be faced at the level of international economy. बरोबर? त्यांचा तिकडचा रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, जर तुम्ही तिकडे बिझनेस सेट करणार असेल तर तुम्हाला तिथून यू कॅन टेक द लोन फ्रॉम देअर दॅट कंट्री, banks of that country. What will be the rate of interest of banks of that country? What will be the tax structure of that country? अमेरिकेचं टॅक्स स्ट्रक्चर आणि आपल्या देशाचं टॅक्स स्ट्रक्चर सेम आहे का?
नो सर.
No. So if you want to do the business in other country, or if you want to sell the products of your business in other country, that is means you are doing the international trade. And when you are doing this international trade, that comes under the category of the international economy. And that is the reason at the level of international economy, economic issues, various kind of economic issues which have to be faced are nothing but these, like the international trade, rate of exchange, access to the overseas market, implication of the overseas investment. I forget to mention here the rate of interest of foreign countries, then tax structure of the foreign countries. These all the kind of issues you have to consider. You have to do the economic analysis related with all these kind of issues at which level? At the international level. Understood?
Yes sir.
Now tell me, at the which is the first level that at which the businesses
Firm.
might face the problems?
Firm level.
At the firm level, which kind of problems they need to face?
Production.
Cost of production, target price, and the profit, etc. What is the second level?
Market and industry.
Market. What kind of problems they need to consider there? At the level of market. Yes, at the second level.
Production limitation.
Second level.
Firms.
size of the firm, size of the business unit, then
Marketing trade.
मार्केटिंग ट्रेड की कुठल्या मार्केटमध्ये त्यांनी त्यांचा प्रोडक्ट सेल केला पाहिजे की जेणेकरून त्यांना काय होईल जास्तीत जास्त प्रॉफिट होईल. These are the things problem they have to consider or issue they have to solve at the second level. Third level is nothing but what our national economy. At the national economy, which issues they have to consider?
Interest rate, taxes,
Interest rate of country, tax rate of country, then overall economy of the nation, overall economy of that what you can say country. These things are being they have to think on in case of the this third level. And the last level,
international
economy.
economy,
which problems they have to consider there?
Rate
international trade,
exchange.
rate of exchange,
Permission related to the international trade, rate of exchange, then
access to
access to the
overseas market,
overseas market, how they can access the foreign market, rate of interest of that country, taxation structure of that country, etc. So these are the things. Okay, and that's it from the today's lecture. Next time we'll continue with the next part. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.